time. Okay, everybody, we're live, looking at the catch arm here. Set up a little bit. It worked. I've had it work here before, but it's nice when it works. I got to get my chat going over here. So y'all, if you're in the chat here, I'm just setting up my chat, and I am live. We're gonna get some good close-ups. We could do about 2 hours from here if we choose to, because I got the juice. I got the juice in the truck with the good battery. I got a computer backup battery which does about 2 hours. Oh, I gotta mute that. Okay, good to go. So my goal here this morning is to get a bunch of close-ups of some of the joints and things like that. Hey, Davis. See you all later. So we got some pretty good focus here. I'm not using my micro motor. I have another motor which I don't have connected today, just because I didn't set it up. So it would allow me to do some tiny movements. Yeah, it is huge, huh? Looks huge. I'm gonna tilt up a little bit. Hey, Mary. Little bit of a windy day here. So we're looking at the right side. Hey, DNL. Hey, Mr. Perestroika. Perestroika. It just started recently. I just moved from the side of I did a previous live stream about 30 minutes ago. And so I'm doing this live stream now from a different location over by the dunes. Just recently, Jack. So we're here at the SpaceX launch site. They did raise this up earlier this morning. And I'm just here doing a sit rep situation report. And I'll do a bunch of close-up shots. And we can look at anything that you'd like to see, because I do have the capability to go very close. And I will do that. I will, unguided, I will check out a whole bunch of stuff here at the site. Hey, Paul. Love your name. Love your name. So that's the orbital launch platform. You can see it's still coming along. Yeah, I moved the chat into the shade so it won't get sunny. Hey, Mr. JN. Okay, I'm going to get a bunch of cool shots that I think are cool, and you're welcome to suggest some other shots as well. I'm going to use both hands here and check a whole bunch of stuff here at the site. Loosening up the tripod here. Hey, Tolly. It is, there's some clouds in the horizon. I will get some of those shots afterwards of the surrounding weather. We do have some wind. I'm not using the mic, I could. So I have just a mic on the camera. I have gotten close-ups of the chopsticks or the catch arms in the past. So getting close-ups of the... Can I zoom to the top? Yeah, Paul, you like to see the top of the tower? Or the top of the chopsticks? Okay, so that is the top of the tower. I'll get a whole bunch of other shots here too. I'm not sure what you mean about a cantilever, Paul. Good. Good, good, good.
It's hard to climb for an old man.
Yeah, I typically climb up the way you did and then climb down the way on the right. Good, good.
Get back here and see if I can get a different perspective.
Right. There's another thing over there too, which you can get to from the beach, and then there's like a gradual pathway up. I don't know if you've been there before, but yeah, E2Q. Hey David, it looks like they just raised it up vertically, so they didn't rotate it much or do much. They just I got a live stream. They lifted it off of the. There is a red support structure to the right there. And they just lifted it up vertically and rotated the concrete a little bit, and that's where it is now. Yeah, they just moved it sideways. The bottom one or the top one?
One to the right, just to the left of the storage space.
On the ground, you're saying? You mean, what are the things on the ground?
No.
Oh, above it? Above the platform?
The looks like a house cone with a skull painted black.
In the back?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's they're gonna put a booster here, and then that's a starship. They call that the top section of the rocket.
There's the top section.
Yeah. They're calling that Starship 20, the number 20. They've done, the last one was 15 that went up, and that one landed, so that was good, and that's like the next one. There's two of them in the distance over at the build site, and this is the same kind of thing as what's over there.
My son is
Yeah.
he's all into this.
Cool.
He's from Denver. He just had to come make a trip down to see all of this.
Cool. Is he here too? Did he come as well?
Yeah.
Nice. Good for y'all. The tile, when they do tests, the tiles sometimes fall off the top of the ship there. So that's one of the things people like to get photos of that. See if all the tiles are there. You know, all the black tiles. They're like heat shield. That's what it's, heat shield. Okay, John. Yeah, okay, I'll check the top, see if there's a cable being installed up there. I didn't see any cables at the top of the tower there. That would make sense if they want to do a pulley to lift it up, right? I haven't seen any cables being lifted. Oh, I did actually see a red cord from this area here going up. I don't know if that went anywhere, but you focus a little bit. You can see there's a red, almost a red cord there. And I did see something going vertical, but I don't think that's a pulley yet. I don't think we're doing any pulleys yet. Hey, Sofa King, thank you. There's 100 people here in the chat, so it's good. Welcome everybody. Guam time, Sofa King, nice. Okay, they had to back up slowly to align the carriage. Okay, thanks. Well, I've got another hour and a half, 2 hours here of battery power, so you know we can get up to as many as you want. That's cool. You could. What I got here is a. This is an encoder. It's like $300 a month plus some other stuff, but that allows me to live stream from any camera. So I got one of those hooked up right now.
Are you doing some work for the...
No, just independent. I've got a YouTube channel and got close to 14,000 people on it, subscribers. It's kind of like NSF, but I'm independent.
Are you doing the live feed now?
Yeah.
We're on the live feed right now. I guess when we're standing up there.
Awesome. Yes, I've been learning about since March. That's when I started. Yeah, John, where do you get that info about there being some type of time frame for doing the Drawworks cable? Same to you. Thank you. What channel do you guys have?
It's an 850.
Oh, okay, nice.
Nikon.
Cool. Is it a? Can you zoom in, or is it It does have a zoom, huh? It has a zoom. It's not a DSLR,
this is
right?
24/7.
Okay.
Yeah.
some cameras you can't zoom, but they do a great still shot or whatever that's called. DSLR.
There's a the 46
Hey, Barton.
megapixels. There's a
Nice. That's a good camera. How many times can you zoom with that? How many X?
How many what?
X, like 50X or zoom? Okay, we'll go. I'm here with somebody else. I'll get back with y'all in a minute. Thanks.
No, that's this one is a 24/7.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Cool. So when you zoom in, you can just zoom in 2 times, or how close can you get?
I'm just focusing on that the corner of the building there.
Okay.
And it's only of 16, which is
16.
yeah.
Cool.
This got hopefully got enough depth to fill in everything.
Just go stand in front of it and take it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I didn't bring a tripod. I didn't pack a tripod, but it's only so much.
Right. Yeah. I parked over there. Okay.
Well, this is an interesting setup.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching the live coverage. So,
I like to simplify it too. Get it all a lot smaller, but this.
you know when they might be doing any type of testing or static testing?
No, there was a potential tonight, but they canceled it. So not tonight. Maybe later this week. Otherwise next week. But maybe not tonight. Though. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Is that just static testing?
Probably.
The
Yeah.
engine?
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Have a good one.
You too. Thanks, man. Thank you. Okay, Martin, I'm with you all again. John says the chopsticks have to be supported. I don't know if the bottom stops will hold the full weight of the assembly. Okay. So I was chatting with a nice guy here. So I'm here again. Hey, Kent. Yeah. Another photographer. Yeah, right. I guess 2 different areas I really haven't looked at. I can get the bottom area of the catch arm here. See if I can see anything about its connection here from this angle. Oh, I gotcha, John. Thanks. Oh, you can only use a credit card. Hey, yeah, Martin, I'm not sure, but there is a PayPal button in the bottom too. So you could do PayPal, but I do appreciate it. Yeah, $2 or even 25 cents from all the viewers would make my day, because when you add up the thousands of people here, if everybody did at least 25 cents donation or contribution, that would make my day. But if you can do $5, that is beautiful. That would be beautiful. But thanks so much for the support. I got to go back to that. Sofa King, funny, thank you so much. Hey. I've used this like 2 other times too. Yeah, sure.
I love your use of the post, dude. This is what it was for. You guys all come out here and stand. These types of big like helpful.
The whole thing, right? It's perfect. Yeah, I want to consolidate this too in the future, but yeah, it is what it is.
We built a large beach TV out here.
That'd be awesome. And do some sweat lodges. That'd be good. All right.
Would it get taken away? Like I kind of funny.
If we had it close to the beach, we might be able to keep it there. You know? And actually have a little fire and with the rocks and everything. Huh?
Yeah. In February when I came, there was a gentleman in an RV that was making. He called it something. Like in Australia, they have a name for it. It was this huge structure of all kinds of different wood. I mean, it was tall. It was like double the size of me. And he called it something that people make as part of a mortgage or something.
Oh, okay.
It was like a whole thing. And it was up there the whole time. Nobody took it down.
Where was it?
It was on the beach this way.
Oh, okay.
About a minute's drive. Wonder if there's one around.
Yeah, Doogie, I'm not sure why. I don't know. But you can send me maybe send me a message. It's there's like 100 people here, so. Okay, Martin, there is a link to the link tree, and from there you could there's all the links are in the link tree link in the description here. I appreciate that though. I saw your video with the Europeans. They did that video with you on the thing, and you chatted.
I did chat.
I saw that.
Did you?
I think the Australian people. It might have been the Australian.
What did they do with it?
They featured it on Twitter, and they put it on YouTube. A short clip.
I wonder what I saying because he kept turning it on and off.
Okay. You didn't see it?
I don't see any of this thing.
Okay. Well, it was pretty good. I liked it.
Well, thanks. I hope it represented well.
It did.
It's funny, sometimes the decisions is you know, and I'm like, that was weird, but okay, this girl's gonna need to correct that.
I believe you understood what was happening.
That spiritual snafu. No, sometimes like I'll say something that then later I like post-ponder, if that makes sense, and I'm like,
Yeah, I hear you.
It's not it, it's really this.
That's right. Sure.
You know, like current's part of the stream part of the current type issues sometimes. It's sometimes hard to remember that balance.
Yeah, I think so.
I watched it.
Hard to tell what they're doing. Huh?
I played it a song on my harmonica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'd never been that close. I was kind of like close drunk, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I never had the view from like kind of that. There was a day something was moving. You were way over in the dunes with somebody else. Way over there, closest I had ever seen anybody. And I went over there today, and it is, it's like you're kind of close drunk. Like it's so, like a different perspective, because I'm so used to this one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Did you make a comment for the
No, I wanted to do it, but I forgot about it. And,
what would you say?
no, I wouldn't. I don't have anything to say.
Nothing?
Well, I would have listened on to the stream, but I don't have anything to comment about. I would maybe talk about out-of-body experiences or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could have said that. I could have said, like, we're like burning up the atmosphere.
Like 3 hours.
There's one
You
today.
would have gone on and been like, my out-of-body experience.
We could save the environment, and we don't have to mine the earth and
You would
shit.
have had your whole thing, like all these space geeks are on there. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been great.
All
There is
these
one
space
today,
geeks.
actually.
That's such a good time.
There's one today.
There is.
Yeah,
At 5.
and I registered. Oh, at 5. So
It starts at 5.
maybe I'll go on and speak a few words.
Dude, I had so much fun because I when I registered, okay,
Yeah.
so here's how it goes. I didn't know this. I don't know if they'll do it like this again, but I clicked a box that said, would you request to talk? Would you talk? And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, okay. But I'm sure I have the right to just, to be
Right.
like, okay,
I
raise
said
your hand.
I said no, but
It
yeah.
didn't work like that.
Oh,
Dude,
it didn't?
listen, they called the names.
Oh, okay.
I got screwed. I had to talk. I wasn't ready.
Oh, you had to
I
talk.
wasn't.
I got
You
you.
can't listen to what they did. So then they said, okay, so we're gonna.
You want to
call
talk on camera here? You let
They
everybody
said,
hear what you're
we're
saying?
gonna call you.
Come on.
No, listen. They said
Come on. Come on. We're here. There's 100 people here. Just talk like you're talking. Tell your story. So there's a lady here who was on the FAA chat group. And come on. You got to be close to the camera, though, to chat into the microphone. Okay, you're good.
What do you want me to say?
All right, so she was telling me that she called in and she registered to be potentially a speaker.
Okay. Yeah, so I was like, I saw the link come through Twitter because I just recently got Twitter. I hadn't had Twitter in a really long time, so because, just stuff. And so I get my Twitter account back, I'm all excited, I'm like reconnecting with the space community, I'm like, oh, this is so fun, I remember that name, having a really good time, and then all of a sudden this thing comes up like, hey, would you like to be on this call for the FAA? And I'm like, hell yeah, I do, I'll listen. And then I get there and I go to register, and then it says, would you be willing to talk? And I was like, okay, yeah. So I push it, and then I go and register for the second day, that's today, and I was like, yeah, and I push it, and oh my gosh, I didn't realize what I pushed, because then the call comes, I listen to it in Spanish, I listen to it in English, and then they say, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to call based on the time people registered in, first come, first served, to talk. And I was like, oh, okay, so I just thought they would be batches, and you'd be like, yes, I do, or no, I don't know. She called my name. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like great, number one, because I'm a crazy introvert, and this is stressful. I mean, you can see how fast I'm talking, in such a weird way. But then when it came to it, I was like, no, I really do want to talk. I only had 2 minutes. I didn't need all 3 minutes because I really wanted to listen. I wasn't ready to talk maybe at first, but maybe later down the line. So today, though, I'm thinking I have a high probability of being like one of the first 5 callers. I've got notes written. I've got
cool.
all kinds of stuff. So is there anything you want me to make sure in case you don't have a voice? What would you want me to say? And I will sneak it in there. Seriously, and then you'll know that was just for you.
Okay, well, everybody, there's about 100 people here, but yeah, come on over. I would say, is there any way we could, I would bring up a different thing, but, so you asked a different question. I would just state some of the facts about life here on the Earth.
I understand this, so we need that in the conversation.
Yeah, I would speak about the Ocean Cam mission of so about videoing and filming the water on the other moons and planets here in the solar system, and then how that would inspire the kids of today to grow up with bigger, instead of being locked here on the Earth with droplets of information from the secret space organizations here on the Earth. I would say, hey, let's go full forward with Elon, and because he's doing it in a public view, independent. He's not taking public money to fund his space missions, secret missions. So I would say it's a good thing. But I would also mention there are other ways to get to space out of body, and I've said this on other live streams, and space is a good thing. Maybe you could put in something about Blue Origin.
What should I say about Blue Origin?
They're just as good a company as SpaceX. I don't know, but say a lot of people think that Elon's being nice by letting us get so close to the launch site here. I think it could also be that there is just a public beach here, and he's forced to be open. But if the beach wasn't here, would Elon have made this as public as it is?
Would Elon have chosen this already knowing it was going to be public? I want to believe that the Elon Musk I know chose this because he knew it would be public, and no matter what, no one could force him to close. You can't force him to close without the community saying, no, we don't. We can't protect this. This is too risky here. Like, make the community force it to close against itself. I think it's genius. And I don't think the community wants it to close against itself because the community does value this. They like this. This is a
good conversation. So some people were advocating for the closing down of SpaceX, right? And there were only about 25 or so people on the call I heard, right? And there was only about 9 or 10 people from the SpaceX area, Brownsville.
Yes.
So there are a lot of outside people on the SpaceX live stream yesterday who weren't even from SpaceX. So you were one of the 9 people or 10 people that was from the area that was actually representing what was going on.
I championed for more of a conversation with Mexico. I don't believe we've extended to Mexico exactly where we need to be with that conversation. I extended that. I extended that I believe we should have a desalination plant that's solar powered. In order to have the water sources, we definitely are fire ready. Or, you know, this is not okay. It's not okay. I extended my, of course, gratitude and appreciation for letting me watch this creation rise out of the ground. I have been able to work through all kinds of just different personal letdowns from the space industry and my girl space self. It's almost like I healed my inner child space self watching this creation. So these are things I expressed. I will be happy to add that part. I did not add that part the last time I spoke, sir. So I'll be happy to add about, so here's how I'll filter it. Unless you want to tell me any direct statement.
No, that's good. Good.
Okay, how I filtered it kind of was that the private space industry is here not to disrupt. It's here to get rid of anything that's corrupt.
Talk a little bit more force, but just louder for the microphone.
Okay. I believe the space industry is not here to corrupt. I feel that it's here to help erupt some things that need to be shaken down in order to remember self as an all-cosmic being.
Right.
That there's a version of me on Mars cheering me on right now, saying, "Go, Jimmy, go!"
So we're all connected, and we all have purposes that we've chosen for ourselves. So there are aspects of us that are taking our awareness and inspiration into the space arena, and that's a good thing. That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm-hmm. I can totally get with that. I can totally see that. I almost call it like travelers. I believe that we become to this certain space and now in like a time, date, sequence.
You can join in, Keith, if you want. We got Keith from Mars Embassy here too.
Hello, I love your shirt.
But go ahead.
So I believe, as I don't want to say a time traveler, but I believe as a pop-in reflection of something that has been waiting to be experienced or influenced in some way that's like sacred, that's ancient. I believe there's ancient watchers. I believe you're an ancient watcher.
I'm the most ancient there is.
Okay, I believe this too, because I want to believe that in myself.
Because I'm the freshest.
Because I believe it in myself, I have to believe that you have it too.
Yeah.
So I believe that, like, I don't see that as ego ever. I see that
It's
as
not
like
ego.
knowing self.
It's knowing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
just knowing self, and it feels good to know self like that. And I think we mistake that sometimes in our culture for ego, like misaligned ego.
Right.
But it's not. Knowing you're a badass human creature is beautiful, because then you can project that to other people. That they're awesome. That they're amazing too. You know.
Get the wind down. Good.
So yeah, those things.
Cool.
Those things.
Cool. Well, good.
If you think of anything,
Yeah. All right. I will
know.
let you know. Yeah.
you know.
What you got written on your arm there?
Time.
What?
Okay, so after the the Falcon incident this morning,
I didn't hear about him.
I'm down on the beach and there's a man that comes down. I swear it was like a stage performance. I'm not sure why I was in that experience. I'm down there fixing the Mexico sign where it says "Welcome to the USA."
Oh, really?
I'm down there fixing it. Dude pulls up behind me, and then another dude comes by with a falcon in the passenger seat.
A real
falcon.
I got you.
He comes back. I'm hauling in this big giant thing. I'm going to make a dragon. This big rope. I can't even pick it up. I'm putting it in the back of the truck. He stops, of course, with his falcon, and I was like, "Oh, sir, you have a falcon?" And he's like, "Yes." He goes, "I caught it 4 days ago in South Padre Island."
Oh, wow.
I was like, "Oh, sir, you have a falcon and you caught it 4 days ago. How is this even like words that are strung together right now?
Right.
Like, where did you come from, and why?" And he's like, "Oh, because I'm training it." I'm like, "To do what?"
Oh, cool.
He's gonna have to get ducks.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And I was like, "Ooh,
Tough
that's a
for
weird
everybody.
way to start my day, man." I was like, "That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That was a tough one for me today." And it's weird how those sneak up on you, of stuff you didn't know the humans were doing to other humans. So to answer your question, after that first my human interaction of the day,
Human?
Yeah, like what in this world inspires me to be human? Like
Well,
if there's
that's
a
why I
man that
got
is
this
doing
here.
that.
See what do I have there?
Man,
Yeah.
great, you are.
Creature. So what are you? A human or are you a man? Are you a man, a human, or are you a creature?
You're a man creature.
I got creature first.
So first you did creature on?
Yeah, that's right.
Where were you in that time of life?
1997 maybe, 1998.
How did you get creature?
I had my out-of-body experiences starting in 1996.
And you got creature?
Yep.
What did you do first? What was the first thing you knew?
Creature.
Like how did you
I'm a raw food, well maybe this was a little bit later than, I don't know, I got it around that time frame. Because creatures, you can't lie to a creature. And they do have, there's a lot of things about it. So anyway, that was one of the things. But then I read a book by Anastasia Vladimir Megre, talking about the Ringing Cedar series, about the heat and the man in that book. Is a good way of living. So I said, see it, kid. Mars Embassy leaving the dunes. He's a good guy.
We crashed together. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I talked to him. He's nice. I love his shirt. I love all these people's shirts. They've got really good clothes that like sponsor the event.
Okay, y'all, I will get back to you in a bit. I'm chatting with somebody here. I will get back to you. We do have another hour of viewing time here, so I will go look at the chats here and get back to y'all. Good on you. Good on you.
I love you.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
All right, I'm getting back to you now. Hey, Greg, thanks for being a member here, checking in. Okay, zoom in on the tank farm plumbing. It's been so confusing trying to understand how plumbing works out. David, okay, talk to you later. What's your name?
Huh?
What do you call yourself?
Jenny.
Jenny? Okay. Yeah, this isn't Jessica. This is Jenny, right, Jenny? This is Jenny, not Jessica. Tom Tech says hello. Yeah, Ken, it was, I was trying to get her to, okay, Doogie, yeah, you can send me an email at info@oceancam.space, info@ocean, O-C-E-A-N, cam, C-A-M.S-P-A-C-E, info@oceancam.space is my email, Dougie. There's also Venmo. You all can donate through Venmo as well. Yeah, quantum information. Graham, wind has been a bit of a killer throughout that. Okay, yeah. I was trying to get her to talk a little bit louder, but she wasn't. She hadn't done a lot of video and understand that you got to talk loud to some of these cameras like mine. Chopsticks, Bezos crying. Okay, so, yeah, okay. I got you. Okay, I'm here. Let's see, what should we look at? But Greg, welcome as a member also, Greg. I do recognize your last name, though. I'm gonna put the umbrella down and use both hands to move around with the. Well, I can get this shot here. There was a question about how does this look? That's how it looks right now. Looks really good, actually. They did an awesome, excellent job on these tank farmer. Okay, it looks like I can do this with one hand, so that's a good thing. This stand here is awesome too. It's cool that they were able to have it work as they wanted it to. It looks like a two-ledge stand there that they built from little blocks. I'm very. It's so simple, but it worked. You know. Sosco Inc. I think it's the name of there. Or that's a number. That's not a name. That's a number. July JU100605. I thought it was maybe a name of a business. It's just a number. From Indonesia, Arashi, JN. It's not often that we get to see through the orbital launch platform. So there's, we can see the air through here. It's kind of cool. For me, it's cool. Oftentimes the booster's sitting inside of there and we can't actually see through it, but it's good to know that it is relatively empty in the inside of that ring there. And yeah. I'm using one hand here, everybody. Sorry about the jumping around. Yeah, a lot of firegram, huh? Cool. I could have come down earlier this morning, but I went to bed around 4 in the morning, so I really didn't wake up until about 9:20 or so. And then I did check the Twitter, and I saw that they had done the lift already, or we're in the midst of it. So congratulations to the individuals who are here. I know NASA spaceflight was getting good imagery, and Lab Padre had some imagery going as well. So I looked at both of those feeds, and they did a good job this morning. That seems to be the limit of my focus for this zoom. I'll zoom out. So that is more toward the base of it. I'll tilt up and we'll get some other views. Sorry. Alright, we'll get another view here. Let me tilt up there. Hey, Elna. So it looks like they are ratcheting it down, or they're closing the gap. Either that or widening the gap. I'm not sure if they may be rotating it to the other side now. I'm not sure if they're tightening it or well, I guess we can watch here. See if it's getting closer or further away. Yeah, it looks like they're pushing away is what it looks like. So they're rotating it away to the left. Because it looks like the pulling toward is easier than the pushing away. So I imagine that they're pushing it to the left here with that winch. Sorry. I have to lower down this arm, I think, because it's vertical from the camera and it's easy to hit like I just did. Hey, Tom. Hello. I'm going to go around the site and see if there's any other people up there. I just see the people on the right there. Wonder if there's any other groups of individuals like that on the left side or anything. Don, I haven't seen any cable yet, and I did lower my umbrella, so you're going to get some higher wind sounds here. So that's up toward the center. There is somebody up in the center there. So they're doing some work behind it as well as to the right. So maybe they're all on that same level. Got the three guys there. Well, I think if I'd gotten the raise, that would have been even better, Helena. So, but I was asleep. But yeah, so those individuals who got the actual raising of it were heck of a live streamers as well. Even if they were robots. I'm not sure if they were here in person or whether they were just robots. But congrats to them for having the information to be on it in the morning. You want to tilt down? Let me know. I'm going to keep it here for 10 seconds. Let me know if you want me to tilt down from here or not. Pass, spoil sport. Yeah.
Are you on?
Yeah.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Live?
Yeah. You know how long it's been? I don't know. I gotta check my truck, see how much juice I have for the battery. I think I got about 2 hours, but so 200 people. Can you hold this? I'll go check some out. Just hold it over the.
You're all charged. Wait, do my butter.
Got another 70 or so minutes of power here, so we got about a good 20 minutes or so to an hour. I'm going to get a couple other views, everybody. I don't see anyone on this level here. I wanted to check this out here. Hey, Da Vinci. See if there's anybody on the orbital launch platform here. I haven't seen anyone up there yet. For sure tonight, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of activity all over the site here. There most always is at night. Again, I did hear the road closure was canceled for tonight, so there is no static fire tonight, as far as I understand, from what I heard earlier. Maybe they're so they're pulling that lift away. Or maybe just getting a better view, huh? Thanks, Greg. Let me check some of the other sides as well. I think before I was seeing some people in the back there in the middle. I don't currently see anyone back there. Oh, there we go. We got some people on the left too. So they're doing something similar on the left side right now, simultaneously. Okay, the Starship is still on site. The booster is behind one of the GSE tanks, so I can get that shot. It's a good question. Where are the Starship and boosters? So I'll get a few more shots here, and then I will cover that in a moment. I'm hearing some grinding, and I'm not sure if it's from the catch arm or not, but there is some grinding. Of course, there's always grinding from the site here at SpaceX. Okay, so they're checking out lower, this group of individuals here. Sorry, not so much in focus back there. Sorry about that. So that's like the underneath side of the attachment there, that bracket. Definitely from the other side, if those photographers who have the view from that side angle, like I had this morning, could probably give you a lot better view of that side on the right there. I do want to check out the quick disconnect, see if there's anybody up there on the quick disconnect, just really briefly. I don't see anybody up there. But the sun is to our back. So this is a great time to get this shot. Usually oftentimes I'm here in the afternoon, and to get this shot is with the sun behind what we're looking at. Makes it a difficult image, but This is a great time of day to be getting this footage of the quick disconnect.
Getting any good pictures?
Yeah. You're welcome to take a look if you want. It's yeah, not even birds. That's right, expat. I'll show you.
Oh, crap.
You see that? Okay, let me get it focused in here.
Oh, down here. Oh,
Yeah,
nope.
yeah. And then
Holy smokes.
and I can zoom in too from there. You're welcome to move around the camera. Just watch out for this, but you can zoom in with this.
No, I don't.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What time did they start lifting that arm on there?
I wasn't here. It was probably around 8 or so, I would imagine, this morning. Yeah. Yeah. I got here around 9:30 or so.
Yeah. You put out the YouTube videos?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Ocean camera, like by the ocean. And now I'm live streaming right now, actually.
You're what?
I'm live streaming. It's going to YouTube. There's 300 people watching.
Oh.
If you want to say who you are or anything like that, you're welcome to say it.
It's amazing, huh?
Yeah. Have you been watching this stuff for a long time, or
We come down here 3 years ago, and that was the only that pod thing over there was the only thing here.
Poppy or whatever? Okay. Wow.
When we left here this year in May, none of that stuff was here.
Yeah.
None of it. But they'd already sent up 4 ships, and the first one and the last one come down and landed. But we missed them. We even went over to Padre Island and tried to watch them one time, and of course, you know, the one that blew up when it was foggy and all that
11.
stuff.
Where was? How long ago was the hoppy thing when you were here?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay, well, 2019, 2018.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool.
That was the only thing here.
Cool.
And the takeoff pad or whatever
Yeah.
the pad's right up underneath it.
Yeah.
You know, that top part.
Yeah.
None of that was on there. All it was legs was sticking out.
In May or when was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much they put into that.
Right. Are you going to be on the FAA thing tonight? There's like a chat or something.
Oh, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're just
Supportive of all this? You like it?
we just watch.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah.
I like it.
We try to stay out of the politics of it and all that
Yeah,
other
right.
stuff. It's just amazing. It's out here in the open. You can drive your car down through there and watch it.
Do you have any like vision for like what inspires you about space? You know,
Oh, well, that's so far
Yeah.
out. You know.
Yeah. Just one step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be interesting to see them go to the moon again,
Right.
and then come back.
Right.
But it would be real interesting just for it to go up and see him catch the damn thing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, good luck to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Jerry.
Jerry. Nice. Paul. Nice.
Paul.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
More. Yeah.
I'll be watching you.
Cool.
Ocean. What'd you call it? Ocean
Cam.
Cam.
Yeah.
I think I'll watch you anyway.
Cool.
Good luck.
Yep. Thank you.
Hopefully catch something exciting, more exciting.
Yeah. Right. The people. That's all about the people for me. So that is it, everybody. I'll do about another 15 minutes, and if there's anything anyone would like to see, let me know. Thanks, Jerry. It's awesome. I'm on Twitter and all that if you want to do a photo together.
It's probably not going to tell you a whole bunch.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, but that was March.
Oh, right. I got here in March, actually. I was here since sometime in March. Oh, shit, sure.
They just put the big crane up.
You're good, though. Okay.
So,
that's cool. Cool. Right on.
anyway,
Okay.
thank you.
No, thank you. Where are you coming from?
What's that?
Where are you driving from?
We're over around the Gallon.
Oh, okay. West.
We're snowbirding down here.
I got you. Cool. Nice. Saludos desde Argentina, Ayacucho. Luis, nice to see you here. I've seen Luis Alejandre also. Alberto, yeah. Okay, the booster, sorry. The booster and the Starship. That'll be my next view. Sorry, I remember now. So there was a question about the booster and Starship. I'll do a quick overview of this once more, just while we have the opportunity. So there's some individuals on this level here in the back. You can see they're on the lift there, and most likely they are on the opposite side, working on the opposite side like we saw earlier. Back around there doing the winching and stuff like that. I guess they're just getting it. Oh, look, they're probably getting it to be right over the orbital launch platform is what I suspect. They want to have it directly over the orbital launch platform is what I suspect. You know, this is just if I were doing this, it does look like maybe it is winching and rotating to the left a little bit so that it's going to be directly over the launch platform. They probably want to make sure it reaches and does ratchet, you know, is able to turn over to be directly above the launch platform is what my spidey senses are telling me. So that's my best guess about what's going on right now. They're ratcheting it over. Again, this is my best guess, and they are going to see if they can get it to be over the launch platform. Would make sense. You want to make sure it works before you keep putting it up, right? So that's, you know, they are ratcheting it, and that's what I would do. Is there anybody up there? That's an interesting shape over there. I think it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it is around the back side of the column there. There are some people on the other side working on the other side over there. So that's that. I will come back to this shot. I want to show you can see the Starship there. There's a question about where is the Starship. So the Starship it's back there. It's on pad B, I believe. Yeah, because Booster 3 is on pad A. So we got a beautiful shot with the sun behind us. So the sun is in the correct position for us to be looking at the Starship here. I could focus a little bit better. Okay, we got a great view of the tiles here. I'm not using my automatic electronic device, so I can't do the micro movements that I normally do. I'm doing a little focus with my hand here. I could turn it on autofocus. Let me do that for a moment. I'll leave it in manual. Okay. Alright, so I will continue to move around the site here by hand. Yeah, the nose cone looks good. The sun's in somewhat of a perfect position to be looking at the Starship right now. Yeah, so the Booster 4 is just to the right of here. right up there behind that GSE tank. You can see the grid fins up there on the top. Two of the grid fins there. I'll do a little focus. Okay, I got about it pretty good here in the focus. So anyway, yeah, that's where the booster is. I'm going to go back to the larger site overview. I thought maybe I saw some sparks, some like some welding or something. For sure, if they do get it in the position that they like it, they will weld this. Or there's going to be a lot of movement of this item here, up and down. Apparently, it's going to be able to lift and lower, right? So, but there will most likely be some welding also. Once they get it into the position they like, they will most likely be finalizing some of the connections. Is my best guess. So that's what that's what's going on. I can kind of hang out in the eaves here and just do some photography. There we go. That's a better picture. No more welding? This time? Thanks. Lewis. I haven't really focused too much on directly above the catch arm, so I can do that a little bit. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, Lon. Means a lot to me too, because sometimes it's not till later in the evening when I look at the footage on in a nicely lit room that I can really see the quality of the imagery. So if you all like it, that's good for me. It's a good sign to me that something went right. Swag words. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it is windy. It is windy. Not terribly windy, but it is a good amount of windy. Probably in another 5 minutes, I'm going to wind it down. I can go see how much time I have left on the battery. I'll be back in a minute. I'll go check the how we're looking on the power here. Just a minute. We're good for another 45 minutes. Okay, so we're good. So I'll do another 30 minutes. Take it till the top of the hour. Still awake, huh, Helena? I was up till 4 this morning. Yeah, so if any of y'all want me to direct the camera at anything, let me know, because that's all what I'm about. I'm about the people here, us together. So let me know if there's a specific shot or the ocean or something in the area that I can take some film of footage of. Yeah, I haven't seen any welding yet, gentlemen. But for those of you who do look at the rover cam and the other channels here, you know, they will be here live in the evening, so you could check out to see if there is any welding going on tonight, most likely. Close up of the rails on the catch arm. So Simon, where are the rails? What are your, you mean the sections that actually wrap around the tower? I could end the stream here, drive to the other location and of the chopsticks, the rails of the chopsticks. Okay, you mean like the triangular sections? If that's what you're talking about, that's fine. Oh, okay, the rails that the booster lands on. I got you. That's a good point. Thanks for bringing that up. Definitely. Okay, so here we go. Thanks for bringing that up. Thanks, Tom Tech. So the question was if we could see some of the rails that the booster lands on, and I believe that this is one of the two, and the other one is on the other side. You can see it has that lip going up on the inner side, toward the middle, has that lip. So I imagine that maybe that is what catches, you know, and hooks onto that. Hooks onto the side sticking out from the booster, or the grid fins, right? I think that is one of them here, and that we're seeing here. I can go to the other side, see if we can. Yeah, we can't get the other side necessarily, just because of the angle of everything. We can get the top of it, maybe. We get the top. Here we go. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, so here we go. We'll get this shot here. I haven't gotten this yet, so that's a really good question. Good request here. Okay, I got it pretty much in focus now. Machines from WN MB. Okay, good for you. Good. The thread is next to it that moves the booster along the arm closer or further from the tower. Okay, so there's something that moves it closer or further from the tower. Interesting. Let me see if I can see it on the far side. That's a good shot of the middle too. I'll get this shot in the middle while we have it. That's from the center, looking at the back. Thanks, Audionix. That's a larger view for y'all to see. Okay, Simon, thanks. So those men are on the top of a large lift, very tall lift.
How's it going?
Good, good, good. I do a live stream, so I'm talking. So I'm not, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, the Finchy, are you serious about that, Finchy? Hey, I'll do. I got a screen here. I'll do it on encoder. So
Oh,
it's like 300 people watching.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah. If you want to say where you're from, you're welcome to come on and speak on camera.
No, that's fine. Well, we'll tell you, we're from South Dakota.
Cool. 2 people here from South Dakota, everybody. Did you drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
1,300 and some miles.
24 hours drive.
You work at one of the universities.
Independent YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got here in March, so I stayed. Just been filming, photographing.
What a setup you got here.
Thanks.
He's recording the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
People are watching.
You're welcome to look. Take a look. There's 400 people. I'm keeping the sun off of it.
Okay.
And it's my little screen, and that's my antenna over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you just take pictures every so often?
So this is a video. Doing video right now.
You're doing video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the people chat with me here. And,
Okay. Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very neat.
Well, he's got plenty of water there.
Thanks.
He's hydrated.
Okay, so there were 2 individuals here from Dakotas, and yeah, I have water here, but I haven't drank any, so I will drink some water when this is all over. Appreciate the comment from the lady there. So y'all think is there somebody on here that we might know? Looks like they are doing the overview up there. Is that a SpaceX film crew, everybody? Probably a bunch of engineers that work with SpaceX or for SpaceX or contractors or people who make the job work. The people who make it all work are probably here checking out the work, checking out the tower. Maybe inspectors, I would assume. A lot of times inspectors will come. Before you finish a job, you have to get it. You got to get it cleared, right? You got to get the Yeah, that'll make a good photo from them up there. That's right. Or from us from here watching them, right? A lot of times you got to get it checked off after you get some work done. So it would make sense if they are inspectors to sign off on the job, you know. They are pretty high up. Oh, their insurance company. That makes sense, Donald. Thanks. Yeah. I was gonna maybe say maybe it's Tim Dodd up there, right, with another exclusive close-up, but they seem to be doing more than Tim Dodd might do. So this is probably, I would assume, it's SpaceX or the, yeah, like you said, the insurance company, or somebody's checking something out just to see how everything's going. Or maybe they're gonna do some kind of cable. Maybe they have to see where the cable's gonna go or whatever. I think some of you were mentioning yeah, it could be FAA inspectors, right? Yeah, maybe it's maybe it's some of these insurance and other people who actually work for Blue Origin, right? MB, Jeff Bezos spies. That's a nice comment. Or maybe it's like one of those Chinese groups from the People's Republic of China just coming in here, even though they look Western and they don't have slanty eyes. They don't look like Asian individuals, ASEAN. They do look to be of the Western type, more so with the white skin and maybe even some of the Viking nature on the guy on the left. So yeah, they look to be maybe from SpaceX. Just checking out the job here. They're getting a good close-up of the catch arm there and the workings. Good for them, good for them. Anyway, I'll let them be. They're doing a good job, most likely. Yeah, a lot of research. I gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks, Tom Tech. Extended warranty. That makes sense. They got to make sure they got all the stickers, right, David? I think maybe they forgot a sticker up there. They got to go get the warranty sticker, so they have it for just historical reasons, you know. 10,000 years from now, when they come back to this site, they'll look at, maybe they're somehow able to see what happened here from 10,000 years in the past. Maybe they got to find that toothpick or whatever. Yeah. Okay, everybody. I'll do a top-down view of the tower and to the base, and then any other shots that come up. We are in the final stretch here, probably the last 10 minutes. It's been a good day for me. Worthwhile to chat with y'all. And to the people here that stopped by. It's some good air out here by the coast. We got the ocean breeze. Maybe they're checking out the rails. That would make sense if they're checking out the rails for the catch arm going up and down. That would make sense if that's what they're potentially doing. is an interesting side of the launch platform I don't often see. And there are some there's some interesting pipe work here. It's nice, good stuff. All right, so that about concludes the journey here. I'm going to get some panorama shots. I'm going to pan to the right. So we're turning toward the north. That's the ocean over there, everybody. Just a minute. Okay, now we can complete with the 360. I'm going to keep going to the right here. I'm going to zoom out. I got to move my other tripod out of the way here. All right, we can continue. All right, fixing it. All right, that's me there. I go back, we missed a little bit of this. So that is toward the south. That is another area over there. Yeah, Santa Monica's awesome. We are looking at Boca Chica Beach here. That is a complete 180. Cool. Well, that was a lot of fun. All right, we got about 15 minutes. I will end it in the next few minutes here.